President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received a phone call from the South Korean President Lee Jae-myung. The two presidents exchanged congratulations on the occasion of the 30th anniversary of the establishment of the diplomatic relations between the two countries. President al-Sisi extended his greetings to Myung on the occasion of his election as the President of the Republic in June, stressing his aspiration to receive him in Cairo at the earliest opportunities within the framework of enhancing the bilateral cooperation. For his part, the Korean President expressed his thanks and appreciation to President al-Sisi for receiving his special envoy in September, pointing out that the meeting was fruitful and had tangible results, and asserted the significance of the strong ties binding the two countries.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi asserted the importance of continuous efforts to immunize the society against extremist ideologies through spreading values and sound thought. In a meeting with the Minister of Endowments, Osama al-Azhari, the President also called for the improvement of conditions of both imams and preachers and continuously updated the training for them in facing religious extremism and confronting negative ideas and behaviors. Presidential spokesman Mohammed al-Shinnawi said the President also followed up on the initiative Correct Your Conceptions, which plays a key role in implementing the ministry's strategy for enhancing religious knowledge and raising societal awareness. The President was also briefed on the ministry's efforts to instill religious, ethical and national values into the minds of new generations.
On the sidelines of the 5th round of the Aswan Forum for Peace and Sustainable Development, Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulati held a number of meetings with the African counterparts and the senior officials.
The meetings came in the framework of Egypt's keen interest in supporting the continent's peace, security and stability, as well as in consolidating ties with the African brothers.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulati on Monday held a tripartite meeting with the top diplomats of Mali and Burkina Faso in a number of regional files of common concern. Abdulati asserted the significance of ties binding Egypt with its African brothers and expressed a keenness on boosting joint cooperation among the three countries in various domains, especially in the fields of trade and investments. The minister reiterated that Egypt will continue its commitment towards enhancing security, stability and development in the West Africa region. Foreign Minister Abdulati also met with the EU envoy for the Horn of Africa, Annette Weber. The talks reviewed the latest regional developments and enhancing cooperation to promote security and stability. Abdulati stressed the need to accelerate funding of the African Union support and stabilization mission to ensure it can combat terrorism and maintain stability. Concerning Sudan, the top diplomat affirmed the deep interconnection between Egypt's security and Sudan's stability, stressing the need to support the Sudanese national institutions and respect its sovereignty. Meeting with his Sudanese counterpart Muhyiddin Salim, Egypt's top diplomat highlighted the unified stance of the two downstream countries and stressed their complete abidance by the international law governing the Eastern Nile Basin region. Abdulati reiterated Egypt's active efforts for hammering out a humanitarian ceasefire in Sudan and its support for the Sudanese security, stability, sovereignty and integrity. Meanwhile, the foreign minister renewed Egypt's readiness to provide all sorts of support to the Somali national institutions.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulati conducted an inspection visit to Professor Magdi Yaqub's Cardiology Center in Aswan. Abdulati expressed Egypt's profound appreciation for the great efforts by Professor Yaqub and his team in serving the most impoverished social categories in Egypt and abroad. He hailed the center as a role model in humanitarian diplomacy and solidarity as Egypt seeks to enhance ties with the African brothers.
Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati said that all parties to the Sharm el-Sheikh agreement on the Gaza Strip should commit to the terms of the agreement that would put an end to the war in the Palestinian enclave. The remark was made during two phone calls with the minister, conducting them with the counterparts from France and Denmark. The minister also asserted the imperative need for allowing full access of the humanitarian and relief aid into the Gaza Strip, and for launching the early recovery and reconstruction plans in the Palestinian territory, and pointed out that Egypt will host an international conference for this purpose next month. Egypt's stock market indices collectively went up in the trading session amid high rates of selective purchasing operations by the local investors. So the benchmark EGX 30 index gained 0.17% to close at 37,975.06 points. The EGX 70 index for the small and medium businesses also gained 0.2% to reach 11,889.87 points. And the broader EGX 100 index also gained 0.26% to close at 15,642.28 points. The market capitalization gained £12 billion to close at £2,730 billion amid transactions of about 37.3 billion Egyptian pounds.